How are y'all doing? Are we feeling good? Awesome. We love to hear it. Alright. Before I go further, I want us to take another moment to think about where we are and acknowledge that we are gathered here on the lands of the Mashantucket and Eastern Pequot people, the Mohegan and Nipmuc people, the Schaghticoke and Pawcasset people, and the Lenape people. While this university sits on indigenous land, there is a minuscule amount of indigenous students and not a single indigenous faculty member. That needs to change. The fight for indigenous rights is the fight for environmental justice. So, yes. As was announced, my name is Kat Morris. I'm a senior. I'm a bold scholar like Sin-U, and the founder and president of UConn Collaborative Organizing, or UCO. We're an activist group on campus centered around intersectionality and solidarity. Our mission is to facilitate more collaboration among activist groups on campus and within the community to design and implement sustainable solutions and ensure that no person or facet of an issue goes overlooked or undermined any longer. If that sounds like your jam, come talk to me later. I'll be with the hula hoops. We're here because we're demanding a revolution for climate action, but we cannot do so without first revolutionizing environmentalism. Climate change cannot be solved without addressing environmental racism. And it is my personal hot take that it might be hard for the UConn Environmental Service Sciences and Policy Department to properly address environmental racism without any faculty of color in their department. Real quick, do me a favor. Make some noise if you support the Green New Deal. Now, make some noise if you know that it was primarily written by a black woman from Chicago named Brianna Gunright. I love that. Wasn't as many claps though, and that's part of the problem. Now I want us to remember that we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Yet still, we have inherited a global crisis, and some of us have inherited it more than others, as we see in Hartford, in Flint, in New Orleans, in Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, Mozambique, and the Amazon. I'm Jamaican, and I often wonder if I'll make it back to my island before it sinks or is also left in ruins. So I ask, what will we return to our children if we do not fight? This is our fight. It's our fight to save the future, or our future, on this earth. Let's save it together.